How did this happen? This is supposed to be a new life for me, but somehow you found my little corner of the world. Of all the places you could have ended up, why did you have to wind up here? Is this just bad luck, or is fate really that cruel to bring you to me a second time? This isn't fair. You deserve better. You deserve to be happy. I thought this new life would let us have that. But every time you come here, the more I long just to take you back into my arms. But I know better. Us being together only brings tragedy. No matter how much we fought back, the world stood against us. And we paid with our lives. I can't let you die for me again. I couldn't bear watching you die. I couldn't live with myself if fate wanted to punish you for being with me, much less near me. Ugh, enough. Stop it. You gotta close up shop soon. Just wake them up and scoot them out. Hey, good evening, sleepyhead. Did you have a good rest? It's, around 9 p.m. Closing time. Sorry, I didn't wake you earlier. You look like you need the rest, and who am I to just shake you awake when you're like that, right? I mean, I'd be pretty mad too if someone did that to me. So, yeah. Huh? You're sorry? Oh, no, it's okay. It's totally fine. I get it. Sometimes days are just rough, you know? Everything's going so fast, and you're just like, please slow down, but it just keeps rolling and rolling. Ugh, it's exhausting thinking about that. Take your time waking up, okay? I'm not gonna kick you out while you're half asleep. That'd be way too cruel. Besides, the shop is small enough for me to close pretty easily, so it's not like I'm in a rush to lock up. Stretch out and rouse yourself as long as you want. That's sweet of me. You're too kind. Thanks. Did you, have a good nap at least? Yeah? Oh, good. Dream about anything? I know that sometimes people dream when they nap, and you were really locked into sleeping from the looks of it. You think you did? So it's one of those dreams that just bleeps out. I feel that. Sometimes I get those too. It's pretty frustrating, but at least it didn't look like you were having a nightmare. You slept pretty peacefully this whole time. At least it had to have been a good dream, so thank your lucky stars for that. Huh? What about me? Well, I technically don't sleep much. Insomnia and all, you know? Can't help it. However, when I do sleep, it's kind of a coin flip if the dream be good or not. I'm thankful when it is, but when it's not, I kind of have to just deal with it. The shop can't run without me, and I gotta pay my bills somehow. Oh no, there's no one else who works here. Just me. Kinda hard to justify hiring people with a shop this small, you know? I can manage this little store by myself. After all, not many people come by, so it's not like I can't handle running it. Is that bad for business? I mean, sure, if you're done with money. I know what books will sell and what won't. Part of owning a bookstore is at least knowing the demographic. I'm just lucky enough to be able to have a shop at all. So many loopholes and business papers you have to sign just to sell stuff in the physical building. Like I said before, exhausting. But I don't think I'd be happy doing anything else. I guess that's what makes the hard work worth it. As long as I can bring someone joy with a book they've been desperate to find, or a new story for them to enjoy, then I honestly don't mind working as hard as I need to keep this place running. Huh? Oh, I mean, I kinda get it. people come and get books to escape from reality. It kind of blows sometimes. Books kind of give that permission to let you just think of a fictional world. Do I have a favorite story? I mean, not really, if I'm gonna be honest. It's not that I don't like any books here, don't get me wrong. I like what I get to sell, but to have a favorite? That's kind of like asking a kid what their favorite candy is in the candy store. Kind of impossible when they're surrounded by all kinds of candy. I mean, look around. The store can be small, but there are plenty of options to choose from. You got simple, heartwarming tales of courage or kindness ready to teach the greatest of worlds to anyone curious enough to read their stories. Then you have the horror, dark drama that can throw readers into wishing they'd never be as gullible as the protagonists are. Every kind of story can be found on these shelves. Sure, they're not the mega popular shovelware that gets New York's bestseller stickers on them, but they all make their own impact on readers in one way or another. If anything, my favorite story is one that isn't written in any of these books. What kind of story is that? Well, it's kind of a long story, I guess. It's kind of tragic, but it's also kind of hopeful. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. You want to hear it? You sure? I mean, it's not like it would be a best-selling story or anything, but... Alright, if you're really curious, it's kind of a love story. Imagine these two lovers never meant to be together. But, they're not people. It's kind of symbolic in a way, I guess. Like, one was a brilliant star in the sky, never meant to be touched by anything below its station. Why? Because their betters demanded it. There was no other reason to stop that star from loving who they wanted to, except for their own selfish gain. So the star obeyed and tried their best not to fall in love with anyone their guardians didn't approve of. The other character, however, was a distant moon, casting a beam of light beyond the veil of the universe upon the one they truly loved. The very same star. From afar, that moon couldn't help but fall in love with the star's radiance. It was so bright, the moon couldn't stop itself from staring. It wanted to give off its own light in return, and tried so hard to reach that star. It did, yeah. The star noticed, and the two began to pull themselves towards each other. But the universe was made for a reason, you know? You can't just shift moon or stars out of alignment without something going wrong. So the universe tries to fight back. It forces the moon and the stars away, over and over, pushing them farther and farther apart. It tries so hard to stop their love from ever coming to life. But the moon and star just can't help but run towards one another, uncaring if the spaces crumble around them. They just want to love each other, you know? What harm is love? Is it really that damning to let a moon and the star find happiness? Not according to all the stars and every annoying planet around them. They keep screaming that's not meant to be, but the lovers fight back and cling to one another so stubbornly. If only they just let them be happy, then maybe... Huh? What? Oh, crap. Sorry about that. I just get passionate about it. The story, I mean... It's fascinating. I guess? Oh, well, it came to me in a dream? Yeah. It's been on my mind for a while, and I think it'd be a pretty cool story, you know? Anyways, thanks for letting me ramble. I'm glad at least someone knows about the story now. I should write it? Oh, no, it's okay. I'm fine keeping this one to myself. After all, the ending, it's not really happy. I don't think anyone would really want to read it, you know? Bad endings are not really fun to read unless you're a masochist or something. But how does the story end? Well, the star and the moon, they don't end up together. The universe kind of finds a way to break them up for good. Tragic, right? The other stars and planets get what they want, but not the star and the moon. They just... Never mind. It's just a story. I can change the ending. As much as I want to, the story's ending is kind of... It's impossible. Call me stubborn, but I can't change it. Even if I wanted to. Anyways, you should probably get going. It's pretty late, and while it's not a lot to close up shop, I still want to get done so I can go home. Thanks for coming by, you know? Always good to see regulars here, right? No problem on the resting bit. Just get home safe, okay? And please, be happy, my star.